Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, so that means it is Follow a Sketch Friday, and this is the sketch that I will be using. Remember, this will be posted in the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group if you would like to play along. So, let's see what I can do. Well, I hope you guys are as excited as I am that Follow a Sketch Friday is back. Honestly, I could just not keep up with it in the month of December. Between making sure I had at least a video going up every day and my December project and work and just life. I just couldn't keep up with it. But it is back now, and that is going to be awesome because Follow a Sketch February is coming up. As you guys may or may not know, I started doing a video a day on this channel, at least one video a day, way back February 1st, 2020. And I was like, there is no way I am going to be able to do this for an entire year. And then my friend Crystal was like, you can do it. I challenge you to do it for an entire year. And I said, okay. And that has been happening. And it'll actually be more than an entire year because Follow a Sketch February is a sketch every single day in the month of February. So that's got to happen. And plus, I am playing along with Christy of Christy's Beautiful Life for her 30 days of sketches in March. Hopefully you guys won't be sick of the sketches. I'll be sure to have other videos in there as well. And then I'm thinking about doing some sort of other thing that we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I'm starting to talk about all the stuff that is happening on the channel and not really talking about what is happening on the page. So I have this orangey wood grain, this blue and teal kind of wonky stripes, this Halloween skull paper, and the red and orange paper. Now all of these papers are from Paper House Productions. And the only themed paper is the Halloween paper that I'm using. The other ones are all B-sides of other themed papers. But B-sides are great papers, you guys. Like, B-sides are absolutely great papers. They just make me happy. And I love me a wood grain. I love all kinds of wood grains. Different colors, different textures. I just love it. So I do go ahead and I have these photos from Haunted Mansion Holiday in Disneyland, and I trimmed them down to 4x4 squares. And I was okay with trimming these photos down because I have so many pictures of Haunted Mansion Holiday. You guys, we just loved it so much. I took an epic amount of pictures, and I think I'm going to scrapbook them all. You know, when I took as many pictures as I did for Lana's birthday weekend, I was like, I'm not going to scrapbook all of these. I'll just scrapbook my favorites. But what happens when I start scrapbooking Disney photos? Every single thing gets scrapbooked. Every single thing. And that's just the way it is. So I am not exactly following the sketch. I am following it basically, though. Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you just want a sketch to give you a starting off point. Sometimes your creativity is just completely blocked and you want to copy a sketch right on out. And sometimes, you know, you just look at it occasionally and make it happen. Or, you know, you could have looked at this and been like, you know what, the only thing I really like on this is the 4 square photos, and you end up with a page that looks nothing like this, but you still have the 4 square photos. And I think that sometimes we forget that sketches don't have to be a blueprint necessarily. They can just be a jumping off point. They can just be a spark of inspiration. And, you know, sometimes I like using them as a blueprint. Sometimes I like using them as a spark. And it's just a matter of what you want. You don't have to always do the same thing. You can change it up. So, you know, I moved my photos around so much, they really didn't stick down. So now I got to stick them down all over again after I spent all that time just figuring out where the photos would go ever so perfectly. So as you can see, my photos are different than what is on the sketch. And I'm just adding more adhesive now because I didn't add a heck of a lot of adhesive with the vellum because I didn't know where my photos were going to go. So I didn't want to have the adhesive down because I didn't want you to see it. Now I do know that I cover up a lot of this vellum, and that might make some of you uncomfortable because it is a foil vellum, but I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I do start bringing in a little bit more of the things that are in my Metallics How to Kill a Kit style kit for this month. It was just kind of accidental. I knew I wanted to use a vellum as one of the layers on this sketch, but I didn't realize I was going to go for the metallics. Of course, it's totally okay that I did, because I'm a fan. Now these little label type things, I am cutting them apart and tucking them underneath of the photos, and that is okay. If you want to peek under my photos and be like, oh, you stretched your labels, I'm going to be like, you darn right I stretched those labels. I only had a couple of them, and I have a full page I have to get done here. Now this label piece that goes right here ends up getting moved because I'm not happy with it once I get the other ones on the layout. I just don't like it. So now I'm going to pull the other labels out, and I'm going to place them down on each of the photos here. And I think the reason why I don't like that second one that I put down, I guess I get distracted and do the title instead. But I think the reason why I don't like that second one is because it's spanning 2 photos, and it turns out that I end up just using one little bit for each photo, and I like that better. So I'm going to title this page Jack and Company because Jack Skellington is the star of Nightmare Before Christmas, and the company is the rest. So that's what we're doing. So I am going to figure out where the heck these little pieces are going to go. I'm using my tiny little scissors to cut this, and I really don't know why. I reorganized my desk area, and my scissors are all in their correct spot now. They're not kind of just stashed all over the place, and I guess I'm just grabbing the tiny ones because they're in the space where they belong, and they're right there. So see how I decided to go ahead and change it up so that you're only seeing one bit of the gold per photo. They aren't spanning 2 anymore. Now this one over here on the left doesn't have the little bit at the end. It doesn't go all the way underneath of the photo, so there is this awkward opening space here. But never fear, we're going to solve that with some of these little gold squares. So I decided to put one of these on each photo instead of having 3 areas of embellishment like the sketch suggests. I just liked it better to have 4 since I have 4 photos here. Now I do also grab these little Paper House Puffy stickers, and I grab an icon and place one of the icons in each of the squares here. I have a jack-o'-lantern, I have a candelabra, I have a bat in front of a moon, and then we also have a skull and crossbones. And I thought that that would be perfect little Halloween icons here. I added in the Puffy area that says, not the Puffy area, the Puffy sticker that says Boo Crew as well, and just place that by the title of Jack & Co. Now I figure I need a little bit more sparkle on this page because, you know, you can never have enough shining, shimmering, splendid. And I go ahead and grab my mixed bag of gold sequins here. So there is a variety of sequins in this bag, but I decide to specifically go after sequins. So I do 3 little dots of Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, and my sequins will stick down beautifully once they are left to set and dry. And I grab the biggest sequin in the pack, and it's a little bit more of a dull gold, but I make sure that I get all 4 and that each of those 4 squares have one of these duller gold sequins on it. And then after I do that, I go and I look for the little sequins, and these are big, not size-wise, but big statement-wise, because they have like a starburst effect on them. I wish I could remember the right word to describe. Prismatic. There we go. Kind of a prismatic effect on them. So I have 2 of those smaller size sequins but bigger impact sequins in each of the clusters as well. And then that is going to do it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for watching. I will see you again real soon for another video.